These niggas mad, they know that we on, but we don't care. You can tell I'm stuck on the bone, cause I'ma rap till the day I'm dead and I'm gone. Doing this shit until the day I'm dead and I'm gone.
Cannon.
These niggas mad, they know that we on, but we don't care. You can tell I'm stuck on the bone, cause I'ma rap till the day I'm dead and I'm gone. Doing this shit until the day I'm dead and I'm gone. I swear to God it's no life, and I hope I'm live until the day that I die and I'm closing my eyes. But even then, we gon' still be getting it on. Doing this shit until the day I'm dead and I'm gone. That's on my life, nigga.
Alright, let's dive on into the music a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you fell in love with music at 5. When did you actually start doing something about it? Give me an age. First time you wrote a song.
Oh, okay. First time I wrote a song, I was 9. First time I wrote a song.
What was it about?
I don't even remember.
Come on, man.
It wasn't good.
What was it about, though?
It was just a list of words that rhyme. And
It was about a girl?
No, a list of words that rhyme from like 2 words to 3 words to 4 words. So I was just like rhyming random words, and that's really all it was. Because that's what I thought it was at first. It wasn't that. So then I had a teacher, a literature teacher, and she was explaining poetry, and she explained how poetry is set up and how you write this, how that's supposed to be written. And then I kind of figured it out, what they were trying to do and what needed to be done, and then I started doing it, and it was kind of just from there.
I always had music. Like, music was always there, especially when I was like 5 years old. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, my mom's, like, she always had like music everywhere, like playing everywhere, especially hip hop. Like, and she's the reason why I love hip hop so much, cause she put me up on so much game. Like, that's like, I give props to my moms, cause she put me up on so much game when it came to the rapping. She used to listen to Biggie, Pac, Tribe Called Quest. I mean, she had everything, and I just picked up everything off of her. And from 5, like when I started rapping at 5 years old, like that's when I started. Like that's when I was like, man, I really want to take a stab at this. I think I can do it because I listen to it all the time, and I felt like since I was mimicking the Ice Cube or mimicking a Master P or whatever, I was just like, I could do it myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how it all started. Like, especially when I was 5 years old, that's when it all started.
Well, I'm the hottest nigga in this bitch. I swear that I'm on fire. Your bitch all on my winner. Call me Oscar Mayer. I do this for my city until my life expires. No life always no life. This nigga just call me sire. I'm so known.
And you were born in Chicago.
Yep.
So where you from?
Chicago, born and raised, South Side.
South Side.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
South Side.
Growing up in the South Side.
Growing up in the South Side is a crazy. Well, growing up anywhere in Chicago is a real crazy atmosphere being in.
Violence erupts in Chicago and police are mobilizing to try to contain it. More than 40 people have been shot in just over 2 days, and 4 of those people died.
The murders happened in an alley near 87th and Exchange on the southeast side.
Last night, police were responding to an incident at 66th and Marshfield where 4 people had been shot when suddenly, in front of no less than 30 police officers, shots rang out again.
10 soldiers from Chicago have been killed in Iraq, and that's awful. We've lost 300 children at the very same time. So tell me, where are we at war?
Family members believe Albert was beaten for refusing to join a gang.
I mean, being on the south side of Chicago is like one of the craziest places to be. I don't know, it's dangerous around. It's dangerous around those parts, and that's the. But I love the south side of Chicago because it taught me a lot of things along the way as I was growing up. Taught me a lot about me and what I was gonna do as I was, you know what I'm saying, became the man that I'm becoming now. So that's why I love the South Side, and that's why I rep it so hard, because that's my city. You know what I mean?
They hate the lovers. They hate the love us. They didn't like. I feel like they didn't like Don because Don was a showman. Like, people always felt like they may be lyrically better than Don, but if you can't out entertain him, you lose. Cause he'll entertain you until he can't breathe. Like, they couldn't stand him. They had no reason from what I saw. It wasn't no reason. Generally a good dude. They just, sportsmanship, competition. They couldn't stand him. But me, people, I don't know why people didn't like me. I never thought about it. I never cared. I guess that was the problem. But it's like our music, at first they had problems with it. And then I think it was just that we got better too quick.
Chicago, I love my city to death, but Chicago is it has a bunch of haters there. I wouldn't say haters. It's a bunch of people that only do for themselves. Like, they don't really too much care about the next person. They don't want to help out the next person. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see the next person progress. They only thinking about themselves. And like, I feel like the reputation that we left down there is that we're a unit that really a lot of people can't get on our level, so a lot of people hate us. But then there's a lot of people that love what we do because of the simple fact that we perfect our craft like so much. Like, we work on our craft so much, we do it every day, every night. It's like they love the fact that we would be able to stand up with the big people that's out there, like the Jeezys or the Fabulous and the 50 Cents and all of them. Like, they see us there with them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that actually support us in Chicago, but it's a lot of people that's just, they only look out for themselves. They don't want to help out. They don't want to branch out. So it's kind of like a love-hate thing, but it's all love. It's all love for me, though. I love Chicago.
But a lot of people in Chicago that aren't in the music business, they love us. But all the artists, other producers, singers, they can't stand us.